My husband and I have been together for 25 years, and we're very involved with fighting for causes of those who are disenfranchised.
After a peaceful day of protesting in his Atlanta suburb, Sean Morgan says this happened.
You people are hypocrites!
He used the N-word multiple times as he's yelling at me in my face. I just did that, and that's when he spit twice.
Rachel Lamb watched similar violence unfold during a protest in her rural Ohio county.
One of the biggest comebacks, I guess, from people that live in rural America is the attitude of, oh, don't bring that stuff to our town. We'll be ready for you.
Nobody wants you here.
Video from violent attacks on protesters in Bethel, Ohio went viral, along with other attacks across the country. History teaches that violent attempts to stifle protesters isn't new.
Whether it was Medgar Evers in Mississippi, whether it was white protesters like Viola Liuzzo in Georgia, during the march from Selma to Montgomery, and the 3 civil rights workers who were killed and who were buried in Mississippi. Mainly it was young people who marched in Birmingham and who got bitten by the dogs and everything else and was on national television.
Former U.S. Civil Rights Commission Chair and historian Dr. Mary Frances Berry says such deaths and images of attacks brought sympathy for a movement. A June poll from Newsy and YouGov showed 62% of Americans supported the Black Lives Matter movement. The question is, for how long?
Will people stop being sympathetic just because they want their normal back?
That's the question of the hour. I saw a sign, which I then had put up in my window at my house, which said, do you want to save your property, even if it means danger to Black lives? I put it another way. Are you so concerned about disruption and having your life go on as much as possible the way it is that you don't want to have any changes toward justice?
Berry's work as a Vietnam War correspondent led to years of anti-war activism. She says modern-day protesters need to realize change takes time and sacrifice, and sometimes happens over several election cycles.
You're telling me that if I just vote for somebody, the problem will be solved. The history is that if you want change, protest is an essential ingredient of politics. You have to be willing to protest, whether it's on social media or putting your body on the line like these protesters are doing. And no matter what the odds are, you have to be persistent.
Lamb says her group is trying a different approach in Ohio now, with community sit-downs. Morgan says he returned to protesting the very next week. Amber Strong, Newsy, Northern Virginia.